Thank you for the question. The question related to hacking, denial of service attacks, vulnerability of the system, safety and security, and all of those issues. Correct? Great. Let me begin by saying there is no magic answer to this. There is no one thing that we can say or do that's going to change the situation. Like anybody else, we are vulnerable to hacking. We will get hacked. It's a matter of managing the risk. And the reason I say that is that it happens to anybody who has an online presence. They are vulnerable. The higher the profile they are, the greater the risk. The more disliked they are, the greater the risk. Financial transactions increases the risk. It's there. What we can say to you is this, is that we've put in place a whole series of mechanisms to mitigate the risk, and using these slides, I just want to talk about it for a couple of moments. We have implemented a range of internal security measures, and I'm sorry, we're not disclosing them. I see a smile at the back. Do you want to comment, mate? Yeah. The gentleman makes the point that by just saying we're not going to discuss it, how do we create confidence? And then at the same time he's saying, well, I wouldn't be discussing what I've done anyway. It's like saying, yes, we have a set of policies and procedures in place, but we're not going to tell you the details of the policies and procedures for obvious reasons. Yep. Whether that satisfies anybody, who knows, but we are not going to discuss our own security procedures that we have implemented. We have implemented a range of operational policies and procedures as well to complement the technical side and the technical aspects. Everybody knows that our servers are hosted with Amazon Web Services, and again, we get a good level of protection there. From a risk point of view, at the moment, we're not a high-profile target for a whole plethora of reasons. As we become more of a high-profile target, the risk will increase, and we will increase the level of policies and procedures and security issues implemented to correspond to the increasing risk. It's like you don't build Fort Knox to protect $100. If that doesn't satisfy you, sorry, but that's the commercial reality. And what I would say is this: if you look at comparable systems, if you look at comparable situations in many smaller not-for-profits, the level of security, the level of infrastructure, the compliance, the transparency, the auditability is way, way more. Something to consider. We're trying to do good. I know that sounds funny, but it is. A lot of the hacking attacks that take place are done for whatever motivation, but often to make a point. So, for example, a major corporation may get hacked because people don't like that corporation and their policy. On the other hand, who are we? We are trying to send funds to grassroots so that communities can fund themselves. And to put it simply, a hacker probably has an interest outside of hacking, may well be a family member, may well have nephews and nieces, may well have sons and daughters in school that they are interested in supporting. So, if we get hacked, then there is every chance that hackers will come to help us. So because we're doing good, we carry a lower risk. Now, we don't store credit card details. Those of you who've used the system today will know that when you want to do a credit card, you put your details in and it's processed in real time. All transaction processing is not done by us. It is done through recognised financial partners. Banking infrastructure for holding all of the funds raised, for dispersing funds and managing payments. We're using the banking infrastructure, not us. All we do is pass electronic instructions across in a secure, encrypted environment, meeting the needs of the financial institutions that are conducting the payments on your behalf. There is next to no real-time transaction processing. Therefore, the vulnerability is reduced. You know that from the moment you log in to the moment that you've logged out, every session is encrypted SSL. Now, we can keep going through a series more of issues like this, but I'm looking around the room and I'm seeing a couple of smiles, the odd frown. Am I correct to say that I get the sense that what we've done is robust, rigorous, better than a lot of what is out there at the moment? And yes, of course we're vulnerable to a hacker attack. It's about the risk and the management of the risk. And it's up to each individual to decide how they feel about it and to understand the risk and manage that risk. Any questions or comments? No? We're all feeling comfortable? Great.